What's up, everybody? Yes, I am back, man. Before I say anything, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. You know what I mean? Let's be safe, people. You know what I mean? Let's make some new memories. You know what I'm saying? So make your choices wisely. You know, because time is precious, man. I mean, time just flies. Trust and believe, man. I've been trying to work on a formula to slow it down for the longest, but I haven't found that formula yet. But anyways, people, with that being said, I must remind you guys I am a fitness channel with a twist. Today's twist will be me agreeing to disagree with Cali Legends Media. He spoke on Spotty. I'm not even sure that cat's name, the individual that was calling Mr.Lucky out. And I'm gonna give my audience some feedback on that and the way I believe what went on. So, anyways, like I said, this is a fitness channel with a twist. If you guys want to get started in your fitness journey, hit me up. It's highpowerfitness.net. To make it easier, just shoot me an email. It's highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. Or you could go through my Instagram. It's highpowerfitness, high_power_fitness_. You could actually take a look at my Instagram, because that's where I first started off on my fitness journey. I went from fat to fit to rip, baby. My blueprint, my 90-day blueprint is guaranteed to work, man. You can lose up to 30 pounds of fat and build muscle at the same time. Now, real quick, because you guys already know, my backyard boogie studio is in my backyard. And we may get a little rain, so I ain't trying to get rained on, people. You know what I'm saying? I didn't bring no umbrella or anything. It got caught slipping, baby. But anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick tip of the day, man. This is for all you guys that are just now tuning into my channel. If you want to get started in your dropping some weight, the next time when you go and fill up your plate, make sure you fill up half of that plate with leafy greens or vegetables. The remaining half is going to be the main course, and with that main course, you're going to get your fats and your proteins, okay? So keep in mind, for a woman, it's going to be 1 palm size. For a man, it's going to be 2 palm sizes, okay? That's the tip of the day, you know? So I hate that I have to be in a rush, people. Tomorrow, I'll bring you some really good information on some type of health or, you know, conditions or fruits or something, you know what I mean? I usually shoot from the hips, people, and that's what I do, you know what I mean? I keep it authentic. See what I'm saying? So anyways, remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Put your notification bell on all, because when you hit that subscribe button, it's going to be directed to personalize. Go into there and switch it over to all. That way you'll be notified of all the important information that I be dropping. And when I revert to important information, it usually has to do with fitness, nutrition, or overall health in general. You know, I'm over a half a century old. For the people that are just now tuning in and don't know who I am High Power Fitness. I have a blueprint. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. You can call me grandpa, call me whatever you want, just don't call me late for dinner, baby. But anyways, people, yeah, and I'm a rambler too. I fucking get my ramble on, baby, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna pump my brakes on going heads up with people, man, because man, it's so easy to fall back into them old ways. And I caught myself, man, and I'm very grateful for my channel members and audience members as well, that reached out to me to tell me, you know, just to remind me, hey, OG, don't get caught up in that bullshit, you know what I mean? And they're right, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, my focus is all gas and no brakes, baby. I ain't looking back. The only way you're gonna catch me looking back is looking in my motherfucking rear view mirror. You know what I'm saying? Well, anyways, people, with that being said, I was listening to Cali Legends this morning while I was doing my workout pretty early this morning, you know, about like 3 o'clock in the morning, something like that. That's when I get my peace of mind, people. I mean, it's not required to get up as early as I do. You could do your workouts at any given time of day. You know what I'm saying? So don't feel like you're that it's mandatory for you to get up, do burpees, this and that. That's my choice, okay? Well, anyways, people, Cali Legends Media, he spoke about the call out, and the guy was a no-show. I guess it was a form of cowardness, according to Cali Legends Media. I correct me if I'm wrong, you know what I mean? That's the way I took it, okay? Now, there's going to be different views and points of why that individual may not have shown up, at the end of the day, he's the only person that really knows why he didn't show up, okay? Lucky, I tip my hat to him. The way he did the call out was in a subtle way, smooth, low key. Kind of sounds familiar, right? This whole situation that's going on right here sounds very familiar. But anyways, that's here nor there. For those of you that know what I'm talking about, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, old boy, gave his location, similar to, no, not similar, exactly what I did, but yeah, he gave his location, and yeah, there was a lot of people that showed up to the event. I guarantee those people that all showed up were hoping that something was going to jump off. You know what I mean? I'm keeping it real and 100%. And here's some true talk behind this shit, man, because it could have went really bad. You know what I'm saying? Old boy could have pulled up with some individuals that were there, and it could have just jumped off, because if they're feeling a certain type of way, they ain't gonna give nobody a fair heads up. It would have became pretty chaotic. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them individuals that I believe that showed up, they wanted to see some type of entertainment. Like I've said in the past, I'm not here to entertain anybody. You know what I'm saying? And that I'm speaking for myself. My boy Lucky, he went about his business. No one showed up. Did I expect anybody to show up? Absolutely not. I mean, it's common sense. You know what I mean? Let's keep it real 100% right here. My boy Lucky Boy, his podcast is the #1 podcast out there with Raza. Okay. You don't think law enforcement be watching all of his videos? Come on now, let's keep it real. That individual, Spotty, whatever his name is, that could have been one of the scenarios why he didn't pull up. You know what I'm saying? He looked at it as, I don't even know if he's gangster or not. You know what I'm saying? But if you're challenging, calling someone out here on social media, why wouldn't you pull up? You know what I mean? Yeah, that does make you look like a fucking coward. Like you have piss in your blood. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's what he has, but it looks that way. Okay. As far as individuals or him pulling up, who knows? He may not have the support that he portrays that he has out there with his gente, with his people. You know what I mean? His people probably looked at it this way. What the fuck are we going to pull up over there? What, so you can get a friendly fade? We're going to get off where we're mad at. And behind that, a lot of people would end up losing their lives and their freedom. And then a lot of individuals in that audience that were there just to see a show, they would have shit their fucking pants because they would have seen how real it got. So a lot of people believe that they have that fight in them, but when it comes down to it, they really don't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people talk a good talk here on social media. So that could have been one of the reasons why he didn't pull up. He may not have that support from his barrio, from his neighborhood. Or, like I said, his homies probably said, fuck that, we're not going to go there with friendly fire. We're going to go take care of business. But it would be a stupid move on their behalf. Why? Because I could guarantee that there was a lot of law enforcement buzzing around there. Come on now. It's a no-brainer, people. It's not a puzzle. It's not hard to figure out. And the other reason is, maybe he was scared. Or maybe he didn't have the support. Or you got to look at it this way too. Now there was a video that what the fuck's his name? Santo G. I don't even follow this individual, but he talks funny to me. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. He's younger than me, but he put out a video, and I seen that video where a homie went up there trying to offer his service of getting tattoos. Right. The first thing I noticed, man, the homie, was probably it didn't look like he was really playing with the full deck, you know what I mean? But that's here nor there, you know what I mean? He was there, he came in with respect, the utmost respect, gave them fools the utmost respect, and that one fucking idiot was like a fucking child. Tried to claim that he spit on him. I know if somebody spit on me, I wouldn't fucking delay. I would straight fucking flight that motherfucker, straight up. I don't know what the fuck. I've dealt with a lot of those individuals, and I'm going to refrain from saying certain things, you know what I mean? because I know how to get heat behind it. And like I said, I got love for everybody out there, the human race in itself. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's going through the struggle, if I could assist them with bettering themselves, bettering their lives, I will assist them. You know what I mean? Especially if they can relate to the struggles that I went through. Why? Because I've figured it out how to get over them obstacles and avoid those potholes. So anyways, yeah, I saw that video, and low key, I'm gonna get my perspective on that as well. Either them cats didn't know how to fucking chunk them, because if the wheels were turned, and I'm gonna give you an example. If it were me right there with my homies and something like that went on, that cat wouldn't have walked away. You know what I mean? So it was either them cats didn't know how to chunk them. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we motherfuckers were wrong for doing what they did to the homie. You know what I'm saying? He stood his ground, and from what I see, it's like he walked away. But that one individual, that one youngster, he was like a fucking instigator. You know what I mean? And then you got to look at it this way too. I don't know if you guys happen to notice, there was individuals that were standing over there by the store. I don't even believe that they had anything to do with that crowd that was doing the recording right there. But did you see the way they pulled up? Because they saw their race going against raza. Okay? Now, I'm not making excuses for fucking Sporty, because I mean, all bullshit aside, my boy, you done fucked up because you called out an individual on social media, you know. And you know, the boy put the invitation there, and it was there. You know what I mean? Yeah, this individual might have looked at it this way, that he wouldn't have got a fair one if he would have rolled up by himself. He would have got packed out. You know, because you got to keep in mind, man, different areas, different barrios roll differently. I heard, well, I was listening to Kelly Legends, the way he said that he pulled up to a place right there off of Atlantic and Whittier. I forget the name of the barrio that's right there. And they took the little homie over there, and his little homie got beat down. He took a loss. It is what it is. I mean, that's the right way to do it. I'm going to give you an example, though. Coming from my barrio, we're not going to go to our enemy's barrio and expect a fair one. It just ain't happening. You know what I mean? Every area is going to roll different. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say you have to agree to disagree with Lucky. I'm not saying that he's wrong, you know what I mean? Because there's so many different ways and so many different scenarios on how this thing could have played out. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, the only righteous person that really knows why he didn't pull up is Mr. Spotty or whatever his name is. But yeah, because he was trying to make it look bad, like if Lucky's homie doesn't. If they don't smash on Lucky because he turned down a fade. Lucky didn't turn down no fade. You know what I mean? I don't know where they get that idea from, but like I said, man, I really don't want to elaborate on this type of stuff anymore, but I just wanted to give my 2 cents about this, you know what I mean? Because just to clear things up, you know, at the end of the day, everybody's going to make their decision and their beliefs on what went on in the standings of certain people, you know what I mean? For myself, you know, I respect everybody's opinion. Whether I have to agree with it or not is entirely up to me. I'm not going to sit here and get into a fucking text war with individuals about certain things and their beliefs. You know, hey, if that's your belief, so be it. It's just like me with my fitness program, you know what I mean? There's certain individuals that ain't into working out, you know? Hey, if you're happy being big, overweight, hey, I'm happy for you, my G. Shit, I'll buy you a fucking donut. I ain't tripping on that, you know what I mean? It is what it is. So, anyways, I'm gonna bring this video to an end because I'm trying to avoid getting rained on. Man, it's a little chilly out here too. But anyways, like I said, man, happy holidays to everybody, and that goes to all races. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care what race you're from. Every race has a struggle. You know what I mean? And it's just part of life, people. No one ever said life was going to be a bowl of cherries, and that's something I always used to preach to my kids. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You take life for what it's worth, and just run with it. You know what I'm saying? But live your best life, man. Try not to get caught up in this drama, because at the end of the day, if a motherfucker really wanted to bust a grape, he's going to pull up. You know what I'm saying? All that talking and wolfing and shit, And like I said, I'm on a different path right now. I have the ball in motion with some future events that are coming up, man. And by me doing what I'm doing today, I'm hoping to open up some bigger doors for the gente. You know what I'm saying? Because I've broke them limited beliefs, man. Coming from my family background, you know, it's been a challenge, but I never gave up. And the only way you're gonna reach your goals in life, man, is you got to stop worrying about other people's programs. Worry about yours, focus on yours, and learn your self-worth, man. Start working on yourself, invest in yourself, whether it be physically, mentally, or spiritually. You know what I'm saying? But you definitely do got to get your mind right, you know. So anyways, people, with that being said, man, if you guys want to get started in your fitness journey, hit me up. Send me an email, highpowerfitness@yahoo.com, or shoot me a DM, highpowerfitness. It's high_power_fitness_. And once again, once I reach that 10,000 mark, I will start doing lives. On my lives, everybody is welcome to pull up, people. Now, with that being said, get up and get yours, baby.